Pokemon Go's month of August is stacked, and next up we have the Cozy Companions event, which brings about a brand new Pokemon Go debut. We've even got a new Shiny debut, but more importantly, we've got some really unique bonuses that we want you guys to take advantage of that we don't see very often. This is the Cozy Companions with Go With Us. Cozy Companions is going to be kicking off on Wednesday, the 6th of August at 10 a.m., running all the way until Tuesday, the 12th of August at 8 p.m. local time, which brings about our new Pokemon Go debut, Snom. Snom is a bug and ice-type Pokemon originally coming from the Galar region in Generation 8. Snom can evolve into Frostmoth in Pokemon Go using 400 candies, but it doesn't stop there. Snom needs to be your buddy, and once it's accumulated 10 hearts as your buddy, that is going to be the only way you can evolve it, but you can only evolve Snom with 400 candies at night. Is Frostmoth even good in Pokemon Go? Let's have a look at its base stats. It has a max CP of 3084, which is solid, an attack value of 230, which is just above average actually, but a defense of 155 and a stamina of 172, so a very glassy Pokemon. The fast attacks that it has access to is going to be Bug Bite and Powder Snow, and the charge moves that it has access to is going to be Ice Beam, Bug Buzz, Icy Wind, and a Hurricane. Because it's a bug and ice type, it takes increased damage from flying and steel, but it is actually double weak to fire and rock. Based on these stats, we're going to have a look at how good Frostmoth is in the PvP as well as a raid attacker in a little bit, but on to the bonuses now. It's going to be 2 times XP for hatching eggs. For a 2-kilometer egg, you get 500 XP. For a 5-kilometer egg, you get 1000 XP. For a 10-kilometer egg, you get 2000 XP, and for a 12-kilometer egg, you get 4000 XP. Trainers can make 1 additional special trait per day, which is massive, guys. Also, for the very first time in Pokemon Go, we can get Shiny Tandemaus, which is awesome. It's a very faint shiny. You might not even notice it unless you see the sparkles on the screen, and it looks like in tandem with the shiny release, Tandemaus is going to have an increased chance to be encountered through party play. And lastly, friendship levels are going to increase a lot faster through opening gifts, trading Pokemon, battling in raids or gyms. What are the wild spawns? Spawning in the wild, we have Abra, Geodude, Carablast, Shelmet, Phantump, and rare spawns for Alolan Geodude. We have featured eggs going down. We haven't seen featured eggs in some time, and 7-kilometer eggs hatching there. We have Galarian, Farfetch'd, Pancham, Snom. That is going to be the only way to encounter Snom in this event, which is a little bit disappointing for me, as well as Charcadet. Please bear in mind as well that after this event ends, Snom will be able to be hatched in 5-kilometer eggs, not 7 kilometers. We have featured field research tasks going down, and to be honest, they haven't listed the Pokemon, but I do believe 2 Pokemon that will be in there will be Snom. That 100% IV is going to be 226, so keep an eye out for that. And the other Pokemon that's going to be in there, I'm pretty sure because of the shiny release, it's going to be Tandemaus. Tandemaus's 100% CP is going to be 382, so screenshot that if you want to remember. And if trainers want to upgrade their experience for a total cost of $2, you're going to get an extra timed research, and the main rewards there are going to be 1 lucky egg, 1 star piece, and more encounters with Snom, Tandemaus, and more. Okay, great. Details are out of the way, but how do I get Frostmoth? In other words, how do I get 400 Snom candy? Because it's not going to be in the wild. Guys, we would really recommend pairing up this event with Munchlax Hatch Day. This is definitely going to be a pro tip, because the main bonus on Munchlax Hatch Day is going to be half egg hatch distance. So on this day, what you can do is almost alternate between 2-kilometer eggs and 7-kilometer eggs. We recommend going in with 9 7-kilometer eggs, hatching those at the start of the event, and you can almost juggle them. So once those have hatched, you could then spin stops to get 9 2-kilometer eggs to then hatch Munchlax, and once you've hatched those, you could go back into your friends list, open gifts, because that's the only way you can get 7-kilometer eggs, and you can keep alternating them because they're going to be hatching very quickly, and that is going to be your best way at getting Snom candy to get your Frostmoth. More than that as well, you can coincide this with the Cozy Companions bonus, which is going to be 2 times XP for hatching eggs. If you were able to hatch 12-kilometer eggs on a lucky egg as well, you're going to get 50,000 XP just for those hatches. Hatching eggs is not the best way to get XP, but if you want to get your XP grind going, this is going to be your best way. Another big question remains: how do I get Shiny Tandemaus? Because Tandemaus is not going to be in the wild, it's only probably going to be in field research as well as in encounters from party play. We want you guys to try and be in a party for the entirety of this event so you can get reward encounters with Tandemaus. I would strongly recommend going for the activity that's the easiest to do, because for example, if you need to make 50 excellent throws, for example, that might be a little bit unrealistic for the group that you're playing in, or it's going to take too long. Try and go for make 15 nice throws. catch 15 Pokemon. These are going to be the easiest tasks so you can get more encounters more frequently. Now, what are going to be the main targets we should be going after in this event? If we look at the wild spots, we would recommend going into Abra, which eventually goes into Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam right now is a top Psychic type attacker, and because it has access to Shadow Ball as well, it can be used in certain niche scenarios. For example, you could use it against Mewtwo because you're going to be resisting Psychic damage, but you're going to be dealing Ghost damage at a really high rate. So that's a good example to maybe go after Mega Alakazam. We would then highlight Phantup going into Trevenant. It's actually in the Ultra League though where it shines best. It has a current ranking of 104 with that XL Candy, a very good Ultra League Pokemon. The optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 1-15-15. But how good is Frostmoth? That is going to be our main question. Well guys, it's actually solid. As an Ice type attacker, it's just outside the top 50, but that's simply because of its TDO. It's not a very bulky Pokemon, but it can put in some work. And as a Bug type attacker, it performs even better at a rank 27. So if you don't have any budget Ice or Bug types, this could be a good Pokemon to go after, although it's always going to get beaten out by something better. In PvP, we don't have the ranking right now, but I do believe its moveset could definitely add some interesting play in certain metas as well. And because of the typing of Ice and Bug, it'll probably just be too weak amongst the meta right now. That is going to be the Cozy Companions. If you guys want to see everything else that's going on in Pokemon Go this week, please check out the end screen to my left right now. Guys, appreciate you being here. Smash that like and subscribe button. It's the only way to tell YouTube that you're enjoying our content. I know we keep saying it, but you really want to make more for you guys. Love you, go with us, and we'll catch you on the next one, baby. Shh.